Hello everyone, welcome. Let's get started. The Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night is a fast-paced romantic comedy with several interconnected plots of romance, mistaken identities, and practical jokes written by William Shakespeare. This story takes place in Illyria, Italy. The main character is named Viola. Before the play begins, there is a terrible storm. The waves tossed a ship like a toy, lightning cracked across the sky, and thunder boomed like angry giants, and Viola and her twin brother, Sebastian, were in a shipwreck. Their world turned upside down as the ship broke apart, sending them crashing into the churning waves, and they were separated in the chaos. Both Viola and Sebastian believe their twin died in the storm. The world of Illyria is unfamiliar to Viola. She is determined to find her way in this new land of Illyria. Viola knew she had to be strong. In the beginning, Viola is afraid to live alone in the world as a woman. To survive, she made a daring decision to borrow clothes to disguise herself as a young man. Her short hair and determination gave her a convincing appearance. She calls herself Cesario. Now Viola hoped to find work and a way to find her brother. She goes to the Duke of Illyria, Orsino, to look for work as a musician. She soon finds out that Orsino is in deep love with Lady Olivia. But Olivia does not love him back. The Duke, impressed by Cesario's intelligence and wit, decides to send Cesario to plead his case to Olivia, to impress Olivia for him. This is a difficult task, as Viola still hopes to find Sebastian and reunite with him. He accepts the offers to impress Olivia for him. Though disguised as a man, she finds herself developing feelings for the Duke. Lady Olivia is very difficult to meet in person. Many men are trying to marry her, but none have been successful. Olivia's brother just died, so she is depressed and refuses to see anyone. Viola is lucky, however, because Olivia is curious to meet the pretty young boy at her gate. Olivia lets Viola in and soon falls in love with her because she thinks Viola is a young man named Cesario. Viola doesn't know what to do. She cannot tell anyone that she is really a woman. While Olivia is falling in love with Viola Cesario, Viola is falling in love with her master Duke Orsino. Of course, Duke Orsino doesn't know that Viola loves him. He thinks she is a young man named Cesario. Viola tries to give him hints that she really loves him, but the Duke doesn't understand the hints. Now Viola is stuck in a love triangle: a drunken night and a prank. Olivia has a foolish steward named Malvolio, known for his inflated sense of self-importance. Olivia's mischievous uncle, Sir Toby Belch, and his silly sidekick, Sir Andrew Aguecheek, decide to play a prank on Malvolio. They forge a letter, supposedly written by Olivia, declaring her love for him. Malvolio, gullible and puffed up with pride, believes the letter and starts behaving even more arrogantly. Suddenly, the situation takes an unexpected turn. In a different part of Illyria, Sebastian, Viola's twin brother, and his friend Antonia are looking for Viola. Sebastian is afraid that she drowned in the storm. They arrive in Duke Orsino's palace, but Antonio wants to help him but is afraid of being arrested by Duke Orsino's servants. He is an enemy of the Duke. Antonio and Sebastian go their separate ways. Sebastian, Viola's twin brother, having survived the shipwreck. Looking very much like Cesario after all, they are twins, is mistaken for Viola by Olivia's foolish servants. Olivia, still in love with Cesario, invites Sebastian to stay with her, thinking he's Cesario. Sebastian, unaware of Olivia's mistake and clueless about the whole Cesario situation, accepts her invitation. With Sebastian and Viola both in Illyria, the confusion piles up. Antonio finds Viola, but he doesn't recognize her as a Viola because she is dressed as a young man. He thinks she is Sebastian since they go their separate ways, and he becomes very mad because he thinks Sebastian is pretending not to know him. That's when the Duke Orsino's soldiers arrest Antonio. Meanwhile, Viola, still disguised as Cesario, receives a challenge to a duel from a jealous suitor of Olivia's, Sir Andrew Aguecheek. He mistakenly believes Cesario is vying for Olivia's affections. Viola, despite being disguised as a man, is not skilled in sword fighting and fears for her safety. Just as Viola is about to face the duel, Sebastian arrives. He sees Viola, disguised as Cesario, a man, and is astonished. The two are overjoyed to see each other alive after the shipwreck, but they are worried about the other's safety. Eventually, everyone starts confusing Sebastian and Viola, who is dressed as a young man Cesario. They are twins after all and look alike when they are both dressed as men. Neither of them realizes the hilarious case of mistaken identity that's about to unfold. However, before they can share their full story, Viola explains the duel situation to Sebastian. Knowing Viola is in danger, Sebastian volunteers to take her place in the duel. During their conversation, Viola reveals to Sebastian the whole story: her disguise, her feelings for Orsino, and the tangled web of love and confusion on the island. Sebastian is surprised by all he has missed and agrees to help his sister. Sebastian, looking identical to Viola, remember, they're twins, pretends to be Cesario in the duel. Sir Andrew, intimidated by Sebastian's fierce demeanor, quickly backs down from the fight. Olivia, watching from the sidelines, becomes even more enamored with Cesario's bravery. Meanwhile, Malvolio, still believing Olivia loves him because of the prank letter, continues to act like a pompous fool. Olivia was disgusted by his behavior, unaware that the love letter was a cruel joke. Sir Toby and Sir Andrew continue to torment Malvolio, further escalating the comedic chaos. Back at Duke Orsino's palace, Viola, still disguised as Cesario, confides in Olivia about Viola's unrequited love for the Duke. Olivia, confused by her own feelings for Cesario and the conflicting messages about the Duke, starts to question her own heart. Olivia, still infatuated with Cesario Sebastian, suggests they get married right away. Sebastian, surprised by this sudden proposal, hesitates. Meanwhile, Viola, disguised as Cesario, expresses concerns about the speed of the marriage to Olivia. Due to the confusion caused by the identical twins, a jealous suitor of Olivia's, Sir Andrew Aguecheek, challenges Cesario, actually Sebastian, to a real duel this time. Viola intervenes, still worried about her brother's safety. During the confusion, Viola's disguise partially falls off, revealing a glimpse of her true identity. Olivia, witnessing this, is momentarily confused. However, Sebastian steps in and fights the duel, once again mistaken for Cesario. Olivia, impressed by Sebastian's bravery, is further convinced of her love for him. The truth starts to unravel. Viola, shaken by the near exposure of her disguise, confides in Olivia about her true identity and her love for Orsino. Olivia, understanding the situation a little better, is surprised by this revelation. The truth finally comes flooding out. Orsino, upon learning of Viola's true feelings and seeing her bravery, realizes he has fallen in love with Viola, not Cesario. Olivia, seeing Sebastian for who he truly is, returns his affections. The pranksters, Sir Toby and Sir Andrew, finally expose their cruel jokes on Malvolio. He is humiliated in front of everyone, realizing he is the target of their amusement. Although harsh, this public exposure brings an end to Malvolio's pompous behavior. The story ends with a double wedding. Olivia ends up marrying Sebastian when she really wants to marry Viola Cesario. The Duke gets very mad because he thinks Viola married the woman he loves. Finally, Sebastian and Viola find each other, and Viola shows the rest of the world that she is truly a woman. Viola and Orsino, and Olivia and Sebastian, finally declare their true love for each other. The confusion caused by the shipwreck and mistaken identities is cleared up, leading to several happy endings. Now that they all know she is a woman, Olivia and Duke Orsino understand why Viola Cesario has been acting so strange. Olivia understands why Viola wouldn't return her love, and the Duke admits to loving Viola, and they too get married. It is a happy ending for almost everyone. In summary, appearances can be deceiving. Viola's disguise creates a hilarious chain of misunderstandings. True love can be found in unexpected places. Viola and Orsino, Olivia and Sebastian. Humility is often the best policy. Malvolio's arrogance leads to his downfall. The play concludes with a sense of joy, forgiveness, and a celebration of love. The characters learn valuable lessons about self-deception, first impressions, and the importance of seeing beyond appearances. Did the story of Twelfth Night pique your interest in Shakespeare's work? Join us as we explore Shakespeare's story and let the world of Shakespeare unfold before you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will reply to them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Go English Story for more interesting stories. Thanks, and see you in my next video.